Wrapping up here.
Hello. No, Aru did not get me. Sorry about that, everybody. I had some ISP issues. I had to reboot my router, and it took absolutely forever for the modem to reconnect. But I'm here, and I am indeed playing Terra Invicta, as I should be. How is everybody doing? It's good to see you. Hi Kite, hi T-Rim, hey Hayden, hey Core, hey Craig, hey Triple X, hey Cartha Dakuda, hey how you all doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay. There's going to be a bit of a focus, at least for the start of the stream, and it's going to be the war for the Caliphate and the Middle East and, not Australia, and China. We're going to have to really make sure that we have our armies. Hey Mirez, welcome to the stream. Our army is in the right place in order to get this started correctly, because right now it's looking a little bit dire for us. This could be a really important stream in terms of deciding if this campaign is continuable or not, because we have armies of America, the alien administration at war with us right now, and in a matter of days, I believe, we have, on the 30th of June, in 3 days, we have an alien carrier arriving. And the problem is, we can probably kill this carrier. That isn't the concern. The concern is, if we kill this carrier, it's going to put the aliens back into hate mode. And that's going to really put a strain on us, like a considerable strain, because we do not have the defenses. So what's going to happen is they're going to kill some more of our stations. I can try and do what I did last time and build stations for them to destroy, create some sacrificial stations. But it's definitely going to be tight. We'll need to make a decision. We do have under construction. Yeah, Bob, that's exactly my concern. But I don't want them to land. Who are we again? Project this. I don't want them to land. Build 5 T1 sacrificial stations. Puppy, why are you being a pest? The dog will not go to sleep tonight. She is the nightmare. I've taken her out twice. I've taken her for a walk. I've given her extra dinner, which is probably the mistake. I'm just going to try and put her back to bed. Here. Yes. Hopefully she settles. Build 5 T1 sacrificial stations beforehand. That will, if I do that, I'll put us over our... there's a bit of fluff. I just put her blanket. I just wafted her blanket. And it...
Thank you for the 5 long months of subscribing.
Thank you very much,
Karthikita.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I just waved the blanket and I put a bit of fluff across the floor. Now she's barking out a piece of fluff. Please go to bed. Come on, it's sleeping time for you. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Okay, she's getting into her bed. This is good. Alright, I don't want her to disrupt the stream. You just been letting the A have 3 7-cylinder toxic navies or renewing your end of the alien space war. Yes, that's pretty much it, Kite. But the alien's awake. I am also awake. Thank you again for the 5-month resub. So, the other thing we need to be aware of... Oh, sorry, I had that screen open for a reason. We have the Boondoggle class battleship will be available in 69 days, which means it will not be available to intercept the alien carrier. The only fleet that we'll have to intercept the alien carrier will be Black Friday delivery, which consists of 3 Astartes class. Sorry, no, these are Maginos. That's the wrong fleet. Is it Strike Force Pacifica? Yes, Strike Force Pacifica. It's 3 Astarte class, which are fully armed and armored, and are ready to go. The Boondoggle is a battleship full of really low-level lasers. That's what the Boondoggle is. It was supposed to be a support ship for Strike Force Pacifica. It's not going to be finished in time. Yeah, Boondoggle. I just like it when the emotes do that. All right, let's start off. The first thing we need to do is we need to prepare our armies. So we already have an engagement happening here in southern China in the Lhasa region. We've got 2 Chinese armies defending against an alien admin army. We should be fine there. I've got some more Chinese armies moving. I'm holding some in reserve for where I need to put them. I've got 1 Chinese army making the long road over to the Caliphate. We do have some battles breaking out in Iran and the Caliphate, which we're going to need to defend from. They're going to be the hard ones to defend because our Caliphate and Iranian armies are not as powerful as our Chinese armies. Our Central Asian Union ones are particularly bad. Gather all the minus before and attack the strike force and gather the rest of the fleet and let them attack you. It's going to be an easy kill. The kill is not going to be an issue. We'll be able to. We'll be able to intercept the carrier with Strike Force Pacifica when it arrives at orbit and destroy it. That's not going to be a problem. The problem is the retaliation after destroying it. They're not going to worry about our fleets. They're just going to destroy our stations. Okay. I would like to try and take Tashkent from the aliens while this war is going on. So I'm going to move the 11th Armored Division over into that territory. It might also distract them and get them to defend it. I wouldn't mind getting Kabul either. We do have a claim on it, I think. So I'm not going to do that right now, but that's something... And yes, Kite, that's my next job. We need to update our national policies. We need to do some assigning of our people. So China's national policies... Our priorities need to change considerably. We can't afford to be on a rebuilding the economy build, which is what this currently is on. We need to go 3... Oh, it's not shift I hold down, is it control? Yeah. 3 dots into military, 3 dots into build army. I want mission control construction to continue, but we're going to put 1 dot in that. We can't afford to put any funding in. Unity needs to go. Knowledge needs to go. Welfare needs to go. And economy needs to go. It needs to just focus on this. This is how this is going to have to play in China. We're going to have to do the same thing in the Central Asian Union, which is currently a bit of a utopia. But we need to get their military. Their military is terrible. In fact, they can't actually build any more armies. But we can at least get their military. Hey, Alex Dragon, thanks. Keep a point in unity, don't lose public opinion. Oh, will that affect that? Then yes, we will take a point in unity, and we'll take a point in unity here. Iran needs to do the same thing. Iran is also running an information age army, so let's get our economy, welfare, knowledge. We'll keep a dot in unity. I didn't mean to put 2 in there. We'll put military up to 3. We'll get rid of funding. We'll build the army up to 3. Caliphate needs to be the same. Economy, welfare, knowledge. We don't need these things. We just need big armies, and we need lots of them. Okay, they're doing that. Now, we're going to have to rely on the Republic of the Southern Cross. We're going to have to rely on Singapore. We're going to have to rely on Japan to shore up our industry while this is happening. Let's have a quick look at our agents. Groucho Marx has been trying to overthrow the government in America for quite a long time now. Unfortunately, she's only managed to get unrest up to subversion. What we could do is we could go all in on America and try and get it to tip into a coup. If we do that, we'll end up in a situation where their armies will need to pull out, and it will take a lot of the heat off us. We may also be able to end the war if there's a new government. But, oh wait, are we actually in the middle of a turn?
Cleaning things up.
It looks like we're in the middle of a turn right now. I can't actually assign
wrapping up here.
Any,
Prepping for next mission.
Oh yeah, it's the 29th of June, so we're not
Prepping
on.
For next mission.
So I can't actually do any
Cleaning
assigning right
up.
now. We'll get to that when it gets to our turn.
Wrapping up here.
In terms of stations, at the moment I can't actually build any stations. If we have a look at our mission control, we currently have 5 mission control worth of stations under construction, and we have 3 ships under construction, which will put our mission control up to 124. So at the moment, we cannot afford to build any more stations, so we have to just go with what we've got. Direct invest in military for Eastern... Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Direct invest in military. How much can I put in here? I can go to 42. That will cost me 16k. We may as well just do it. 3.2. It'll cost me all of my influence. Influence is the cap here, as is ops. That'll take me... I mean, how much will that put it up by? It won't put it up by very much. We don't have enough ops for direct investment. No, that's what I was just looking at. We do not have enough ops. Our ops income is terrible. I'm going to hold on direct investment right now. We're going to do our direct investment at the end of the year, when if I remember to do it. So at Christmas, if it happens, that's when we need to wave the flag. Let's unpause the game for right now. and we'll just keep an eye on the military situation in China and the Caliphate while we let things tick out. There's a big... Okay, Ukrainian army moving towards Astana. That's right. The Ukrainians joined the war in a month then, but oops income is pretty high this campaign. But the oops income is pretty high. Yes, the oops income is very high this campaign. Okay, so Ukraine is invading the Central Asian Union. This has been a war zone for a lot of the time in this camp. We're going to need to move some armies up there. Ukraine's armies are information age 4.7. We are robotics age 5.6. So our armies outclass theirs. Astana is also a central region. It's not sort of hilly, however. I'm going to move 2 Chinese armies, over to Astana to defend it. And they're going to join the Kazakhstani 4th Armored Cavalry Corps. And they're also going to join the 52nd Mechanized Cavalry, the Artificial Skies Battalion. Okay, we've got 4 armies moving to defend Astana from Ukraine. We've lost the executive control point in Armenia to 21st. I don't care about that. I left it there for them to take. Took them long enough. Victor 80 alert. Arrival pending in low Earth orbit. So, we do indeed have, as T-Rum says, crazy effing robot armies. Is that a mushroom? No, it's a helmet. Okay. We basically have mecha, is how I see robot armies in this game. We have mecha. Japan was the first to develop a robot army, and then they sold it all to China. That's how my lore for this works. Okay, so they are arriving on the 25th of July, apparently. That's later than I thought. Arriving low Earth orbit. Wait a minute. I thought they were arriving on the 30th of June. Do we have a little bit more time? '25th of July. Okay, we have a little bit more time. Okay, that's actually good. Okay, a lot of stuff has just happened. Let's close this. Hab completed. Layer defense arrays on Ceres. That's good. The timer gives you a month. Yeah, cool. Alright, we have a lot of stuff to do here. A lot of stuff just got built, which is great. We are currently in control of one of the research wings, which is the one for ring habs. We are waiting for that so we can get tier 3 orbitals. Now then, our people. We need to invest some people. We need to embed 3 of our people into... Well, actually 4, technically. Yeah, that's probably it to leave it first. I just want to believe that we have mecha. What we want to do is we would definitely want to embed somebody into to China, and that person kind of has to be Groucho because she has the highest command. Nobody else has anywhere near as high a command as her. Also, if you have a look at missions, only people who can increase unrest are Jedha, Blonde,
at your service. Where to?
Groucho, and that's
Ready for my mission.
So
reporting in.
It's
I'm here.
If we're not embedding,
ready for my
then
mission.
we're going to have to... I need to think about it. Let's have a look at XP first. No XP for Groucho. No XP for Hard. No advice for Hugh. No advice... No Jebediah. No for Blonde. I've been on top... Oh, Yuma Maw has a level up. So Yuma is at 25 Espionage. She's at 25 Administration. What is the problem is her loyalty is very low right now. Let's augment her... Let's start getting her command up. That does work towards increasing our nation cap. Oh, damn it. I should have removed Loss Averse. That was really dumb. Is that actually available to remove? Yeah, it is. And it costs 20 XP. Okay. I have to remember to do that next time. I keep forgetting to do it. I just look at the stats. I don't look at our other traits. Because everyone else has traits that are worth grabbing. Okay. We'll have to come back to that. That was a mistake. Now, I think we're going to just have to embed... Groucho in China. Currently, their military is at 5.6.
Lending my expertise.
She will boost that slightly.
What's the op?
Then who has the next highest command? Who? You have a command of 5. I have low loyalty 2. If I went to work to defend the planet, the commander in front of me is Yoma Ma. That music was... That was from Darkest Dungeon. The track was called A Mocking Thirst. I should get a little thing that says the track on the screen, shouldn't I? Okay, so...
Ready for my mission.
We also need to defend the Central Asian Union. Do we have anywhere else we need to defend this turn? The Caliphate actually needs defended, not the Central Asian Union. So, Human needs to defend... No, we'll get Yoma. We'll get Yoma to defend the Caliphate.
For orders. making things safe for our people.
I went back and told you, Terra. Or was it the track before that? I can check that too for you. Okay, so we've got her defending her embedded. No, it was from the main.
Acknowledged.
It wasn't from the DLC. It was from the main game. We also
Ready to
have
go.
alien activity to investigate, which unfortunately
Ready to
Hard Python can't. Python has 25 admin, which isn't great.
What's the op?
Human has 4 commands,
Your orders?
7 command. No one else really has
Where do
decent
you need
command. I'm gonna get
Where do you need
Jedha to embed in the Caliphate.
Offering counsel.
I'm gonna get
Reporting
Human
in.
to
Standing
embed
by.
in the Central Asian Union. I'm gonna
Reporting
get Python to embed in Iran.
Ready for orders.
It's not huge, but it is a little bit
Standing
of a
by
bonus.
for orders.
And then we're gonna Hard Python is the one person who can't investigate that alien anomaly. Okay, we're gonna get Hard Python. He can't advise either. Perfect. Excellent. Amazing. Then he will just continue to inspire Yoma to try and offset the risk-averse
I'll
loss
speak
that we're
with
getting. Now, do I spam 5 tier 1
What's the
cores around Earth to deal with... It feels really gamey, right? I'm just thinking. I'm not going to do it now. It feels too gamey to me. It's not the kind of thing I like to do. All right, let's unpause the game. I want to keep an eye on the war. So, when she completes her mission, we should see this go up from 5.6.
Offering counsel.
So that's
I will help them.
0.7,
Offering counsel.
0.4,
Securing our control.
defend interest. Where's Groucho?
Offering
There you go.
counsel.
Groucho's on a 0.16 miltech, which comes out
believe
to...
they'll stay loyal to
So
the
still at
cause.
5.6. American army moving towards Jeddah. Okay, we have a lot of Americans. We now have the 2nd Marine Division also heading to Jeddah. Jeddah's becoming a little bit of a hotspot. You won't see the multi increases on the army. Gotcha. So this army is now... there you go. So 5.6 plus 2.6. We now need to send more armies to Jeddah. I've got 2 Chinese armies on the way to Jeddah now. The whole interaction with the aliens is super gaming. Well, that's true, Core. The one thing is the AI will tend to attack the same location. So you stack enough armies there, you can destroy enemy armies before they can retreat. Yeah, I did that. That's what I did last time, Bob. That is why the alien administration, which is made up of the former USSR and India, only has 6 armies. Instead of the 27 I think it had when it invaded us last time. I have done that to the extreme. It's not the alien admin that I'm actually worried about. It's the... Space Forces of the Resistance defeated the Servants in a battle on Earth. The Servants lost 1 ship. Well done, the Resistance. We need more of that. Okay, that's our armies now arriving to defend. Yes, they could just wipe you out. That's probably very true. Tanith, first of all, Nurad and Lhasa. We're going to get a lot of notifications as my armies redeploy. It's going to take a while for my Chinese armies, unfortunately, to get them. Okay, we've completed guerrilla warfare just in time. We gain +2 to unrest missions. Unrest increases by 3 on nations when they are conquered. Oh, this guerrilla warfare doesn't do what I thought it did. Grants the following research 20. Is that 20 income or just 20 ops? The following projects may unlock for us to research in the future. Our current chance to unlock Project Freedom Fighters. Okay. Right. Research time. Okay, we do need to research a new home. I don't want to devote... We need military technology very badly right now. Okay. Things we could look at. The laser engine, if we are going lasers, is probably worth grabbing. It boosts all offensive laser weapons by 10 megajoules and unlocks better ones down the road. Advanced chem rockets. What do we want advanced chem rockets for? Does it unlock stuff? What does advanced chem rockets lead? What does advanced chem rockets lead to? We've got ultraviolet arc laser, ultraviolet laser battery, ultraviolet laser cannons. If we unlock ultraviolet laser batteries, does that upgrade our LDAs? Because that's something we might want to look at. Advanced railguns, I'm not sure it's worth it. We kind of want to go to coil guns and skip railguns if we can. But that will potentially upgrade our LDAs as well. Improved terminal guidance system. Our shipboard missiles do 10% bonus damage. We're not really hurting for damage on our missiles right now. More boost priority and lower boost cost for only 200 research. National Investment Points booster increased by 10%. Reduces boost for sending materials. Okay, that is a very quick one. Let's grab that. That'll only take a couple of seconds to fire out. I missed that bit at the top. I was looking at what rocket engines are unlocked. New alien fleet docked. We built some solar arrays around Mercury. Vietnam under control of the Protectorate has agreed with Canada to end the Vietnam-Cambodia War. I love some of the notifications that pop up in this game. They're absolutely wild. Italy, under control of the Academy, has declared war on the Lower Ghanaian states. They can go have fun. An army landed in Beijing. That's why I have armies defending Beijing. I have 2 here ready for that. I don't think we need to worry, as long as only 1 army does that. We don't have any other armies in China right now to lend to the defense anyway. Everyone is deployed. Actually, I should deploy these Iranian armies to the defense of where the Americans are landing, rather than just leaving them. We've almost killed this army. It's trying to retreat. Plasma tornado damages base. Braveheart Station is struck by a plasma tornado. These occur when the plasma of the solar wind drives into the weak magnetic field around Mercury. Unlike that of Earth, Mercury's magnetic field is not strong enough to deflect the solar wind. Instead, the magnetic fields twist together, grow, and a magnetic tornado is born. As gaps in the magnetic field open, solar plasma strikes directly on the planet's surface. Unfortunately for us, Braveheart Station is at the epicenter of this one. So 2 options. Get to the shelters. We cannot protect Braveheart Station, which will have up to 4 modules destroyed, or ring up an emergency cooling system. We pay 1,000 water, 1,000 water, and don't damage the base. What is on Braveheart Station? Is it even worth defending? It's one of the ones we got last stream. I misread that as a torpedo. I misread that as a torpedo first as well. So Braveheart is currently under construction, and we're building energy research stations here. So I kind of don't want it to be destroyed. I don't really want to pay the 1,000 water either, but I'd rather not deal with the hassle of rebuilding it while it's under construction. So I'm going to pay the money and just eat the cost. That was very expensive. Okay, Marines are moving in. Right, Victor 183 has arrived at the alien orbit. This is a really, really scary fleet. It's got a gun. Oh no, it's not too bad. It's just got a cruiser. But this is not the fleet we need to attack. This is just an alien fleet. I think it was dispatched here when we were at war with the aliens. We may... It's more of the time investment labor versed than the cost. I don't want to spend time rebuilding them again. The elephant pistol is ready. Okay, cool. Advanced chemical rockets is done research, so that's just knocked down. Okay, what do you want to look at next? Was wormhole, their purpose, alien warships, Griffin autopsy, alien computers, and a new home all need to be researched. Compact solid coffee reactor 3 we started. It's a very short one. Does ultraviolet laser batteries upgrade our LDAs? I just don't know what actually gives us LDAs. It doesn't tell me in the research if it does or not. Because I really would like to at least get ultraviolet lasers on our LDAs, since at the moment they're using green lasers that do absolutely nothing. I've already got ultra arcs. That's right, I've got ultra arcs. Let's obsolete these then. Counter surgery just gets plus 2 to stabilize. Advanced rail cannon, I don't think that does anything for. Spaceport security, I don't think we need to worry about that right now. Elite marine assault units are nice to have, but we don't need them. Civilian photonic computing is economy investment. I don't think that's anything we need to worry about right now. Improved terminal guidance. You just listed the ultra arc cannon, did I? Oh yeah, I did. Thank you. I just read it as ultraviolet laser. Okay. Well, do we want to get the ultraviolet arc laser cannon? That's the nose, right? Yeah, there's a nose-mounted laser. A series enhanced laser cannon firing at ultraviolet wavelengths. I don't know if it's a weapon I want to use. I think someone said batteries for space. That was for a few weeks ago. Okay. Improved terminal guidance. I don't need our missiles to do 10% bonus damage. They already do so much damage. Augmented learning. That's a knowledge investment. We don't need that. Improved ECM module. I think that's a nice to have, not a need to have. Contraband scanners. We don't need to research this right now. Pan-Asian Combine would be great later game. Greater Caliphate, great later game. We don't need United North America. Civil defense programs. Population loss and GDP from nuclear strikes reduced by 20%. Let's hope it never gets there. Encrypted research systems. Don't care about that. Republic of the Southern Cross, maybe. Crash training program. New council start with 40 XP. If we have time, but definitely not good to get. I don't need a new org right now. Transnational investments. Money cost of direct investments reduced by 15%. That's not bad. That does make it a little bit a nicer pill to swallow. The problem is we don't have the ops income to support it. Institutional outreach is for 5 orgs become available for acquisition each month. We're not really doing a lot with orgs at the moment. Reg capture, influence cost of direct investment reduced by 25%. That's also nice to have. Space hotel. Space hotel. That's not a gun, but it means we can start building, although we don't have the mission control for it, we can start building space hotels. I've kind of gone through everything. There's just no weapons available at the moment that we really want to get, apart from ultraviolet arc laser cannons. There's armor struts, which again are nice to have, not a need to have. There's some heat sinks here, and there's some batteries here. I'm going to knock out transnational investments and regulatory capture, just to make direct investment cheaper, so that when we do get round to it, we've got some stuff in there. Until some other stuff becomes available. We're going to wipe this army out, I think. This one here. Okay, it's a new month. It's a new day. Myanmar has proposed alliance. Myanmar is always desperate to ally with China. Okay, first things first, we actually need to defend China. Who was left over last time? I think it was Yoma.
Ready for orders.
So let's defend China with them.
Protecting our interests.
We're going to get Groucho to
Your orders?
go back into advising China. That's
Offering
hugely
assistance.
important. Again,
I'm here.
Your orders?
Q-Man will advise
Reporting in.
the Central Asian Union.
I will help them.
Jebediah will advise
Where
the
to?
Caliphate. How's the army in Tashkent faring? I don't know if they can take the province on their own. They just got there. We'll keep an eye on them.
Offering
we can cycle
assistance.
them out for the armies that are
Where do you need
defending against Ukraine once we've defeated Ukraine. Although it's not looking good in Ukraine right now. No, we've got 4. They've got, yeah, we should be fine defending Ukraine. So we can cycle between these 2 armies. We've definitely got time. And then you can advise here.
I will help them.
That leaves Hard Python.
Ready for orders.
I'm going to get Hard Python to check if they can, now that we've sort of started the war,
On my way
sue
to
for
the capital.
peace with America. We've built a bunch of stuff in Ceres, which is great. And on the 25th of this month, the alien carrier is arriving. Confirm assignments. This army here definitely looks like it's about to be destroyed. If it is, we're going to counter-invade with the armies that we have here, I think. Yes, we destroyed the
Offering
army.
assistance.
I think we... pause
Offering
again.
support.
Hang on. Close. Okay, we pause again. I didn't get a notification. Did they manage to retreat? They retreated. I'm going to counter-invade. I want to chase them. So I want to deploy all armies into this region to finish that army off. Okay, there's a Ukrainian army moving towards Astana. That's fine. We have
Lending
defenders.
my expertise.
Alien army moving towards Almaty. American army moving towards Almaty. That's this province here. Okay, we're going to have to redo this slightly. Let's cancel operation and then move you here. And then select another army and deploy you here. So that's 3 armies moving in to invade, 2 armies moving to defend. This is not a mountainous region. We may need to shift some units around depending on how this battle goes. But we'll go with this so far. Hey Tavian, how's it going? Hey Crash Test. We're mostly just dealing with the war that's kicking off in all of our controlled territories. But we are getting ready for the aliens to bring their carrier into orbit in the next couple of days.
Securing our interests.
I will help them.
I keep hitting controls instead of close instead of continue. That's what's wrong. Okay, the alien carrier is about to arrive. We're actually... Okay, Servant Fleet launches for Sail Center. Servant Fleet 458 has launched a trajectory targeting Sail Center. It is expected to arrive at 7 p.m. Sail Center... No, I want to go to Sail Center, please. Sail Center is a station that is under construction that has no defenders. We have a fleet to intercept the carrier. The problem that we have is not that we can't defeat the carrier. The problem is that when we defeat the carrier, the aliens are going to go back to at war with us and destroy all of our stations again. Okay, fleets. What fleets do we have in Earth orbit? We've got the Icidium Museum exhibit, which consists of the Baleful Edict and the Oppenheimer's Regrets, which are 2 Maginot-class ships. There's no way they'll be able to make the transfer to Sales Station. They can. It'll take them 1.8 hours, which means they will get the opportunity to counterattack the Servant Fleet. Let's If I do that, though, where are they currently docked? They're docked at Crucible Station. Crucible Station has an LDA, which means it can defend itself against humans but not aliens. Also, yes, you are correct. The Iceni Museum existed will not make it back. The Servant Fleet arrives at 1900. They arrive at 1800, which is before them. Thankfully, the aliens are not nuking us from orbit. So we can get the Iceni Museum exhibit. The reason the Iceni Museum exhibit does not contain the Iceni is that the Iceni is off defending another space station on its own. Sales does have a shipyard under construction, I believe, yes. Can you gather all defensive fleet together at one station if it's just winning against a giant fleet that will counterattack? The problem is they will not counterattack where I have the fleet. They will pick off every other station and then go after the defensive fleet. Other fleets that I have, so we know the Iceni Museum exhibit could potentially do this. Strike Force Pacifica is the fleet that's going to attack the aliens in 4 days. I do not want to commit them to this battle because I don't want them to need fueling and rearming. Echo 91 is an Eclipse class monitor. What does an Eclipse class monitor have? 40 mil autocannons. It is currently docked at 6 slippery snails sliding slowly seaward. Oh, you got me. It's currently docked at 6 slippery snails sliding slowly seaward. We could send it over. I was stationed there. That's true. This is Darkest Dungeons music, yes. Okay, and the fleet that is coming, Sierra 458. Is made up of 2 corvettes, 2 Vampire-class corvettes, which are armed with rail cannons and rail guns. Do you know what's a perfect counter to rail cannons and rail guns? I mean, they're Mark IIIs, they're pretty good. But we could send this... We could send this ship. Yes, that is one of the most amazings. Our Lord, the 40mm may be the answer here. Okay, we're going to dispatch Echo 91. If it gets there before 7 p.m. Hey, Stage 1, yes, 40mm indeed for the win. We also have Black Friday Delivery, which is 3 Maginot class. We have Echo 93, which is the Iceni on its own. But Echo 91 seems to be the solution here. I do talk to you, Tavian. I've just been, I don't know, in a weird place. Okay, they will get there at 9 p.m. Damn it. They're not going to make it in time. Yeah, they're not going to make it in time. What will yeah. So it's I cannot send Echo 91. Okay, I tried JK, but I thought it was a command. We can't get Echo 91 there in time. What about the Iceni? It's not as powerful, but it could potentially bloody them up a little bit. I need to close this. Where's Sail Station? Why can't I see Sail? Crucible Sentinel, evidences for paranoia, defense station. Wait, it's already there. It's already there. The Iceni is already there. Yeah, I got there, just as you told me. Echo 1991 hasn't been built yet. So the Iceni is there to defend, but unfortunately it only has 2 40mm autocannons. I don't know if that is enough firepower to overcome the amount of railguns that are going to get fired at it. I think I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to dispatch 1 Maginot class from Black Friday Delivery if they can make it in time to help with the defense. If they can make it in time. If they can't, I'm not going to do it. They don't have enough Delta V to make it from there. Okay, so the only ship that can make it to help with the defense is... Hang on, let me just close all this rubbish. Is one of the Maginot class escorts from the Iceni Museum exhibit. The Iceni is about to reunite with the battleship. According to a thread on LDA station, once the battery research is to be done before the update, ground-based one upgrade and main tech unlocked. Okay. So the question is do I send one of our Maginots? Well, I guess we'll find out, Hayden. I could send the Baleful Edict, or I could send Oppenheimer's Regards. We don't have an LDA crash test. The station is not constructed yet. It hasn't been built. So there's no gun to defend against. There's no LDA there to help. If we just have a quick confirm of that before I make assumptions. Yeah, sales center is still under construction. Getting lag on the stream. I'm not dropping any frames. Maybe just refresh YouTube. Alright, T-Ram, have a good one. Audio at least is very stuttery. My stream health says it's nice and healthy. Anyone else you're getting choppy audio as well? That's usually a sign that everything's about to fall over. What can I do? It might be because I've set the stream latency to very, very low. I'm just keeping everything nice and still so there's no like change in video. Oh, sorry, Tavian. Intercept. Sorry, Tavian. Yep, lagging hard. Starting on my end as well. Okay, so let me just put something in the chat. Audio is really starting, not sure what video. Didn't get any loading. That seems to fix it. Freerun? No, I haven't, Tavian. Whatever I did just now, I haven't done anything leap reversed. Better now, maybe? No, Tyrion once more returns. Stream skipping seems to have settled. All good now. Okay, maybe it was just a hiccup. Let's continue on. Okay, I've made the decision. We're going to dispatch one of these ships to help defend. Twitch is fine. Yes, Twitch is always superior in these issues. I have to say that. Okay, so let me reselect this fleet. So I set a museum exhibit. We're going to split the fleet. We're going to take the Baleful Edict, and we're going to send it to a sales center. It's going to make it there just beforehand. Oh wait, Kashmigo, let us know. So it's going to take 2 minutes to get there, which is a very fast transfer. Okay. They've completed the transfer. I'm going to get them to rally. Was it Echo 93? Yeah, rally with Echo 93. Be together. The combat will start in a second. Oof, that took a second. Okay, so we're fighting the Kitsune and the Hellhound. Both fleets are willing to fight. Prepare for combat. Start battle. The servants have absolutely nothing in the way of... I'm going to go actually at full speed because that's free. And that gives extra speed to our missiles. They have absolutely nothing in the way of... whatchamacallit? I'm trying to think of the word. I just had the meeting. It got back to the minute ago to the stutter stream. Bad timing, clearly. They've got nothing in the way of PD. So this should be pretty straightforward. Yes, thank you, Crash Test. It was PD was the word I was trying to say. So I'm going to try using the Fire Missile Salvo command this time. I think that means that what should happen is the ship will fire 50... will fire an amount. It will fire... Weapon will fire a salvo missile, the ship's primary target, then it'll idle the weapon. The salvo will be equal to 25% of the ship's maximum ammo. I've just created my blog, no posted it yet, but my site now has a blog. Awesome, I need to check that out. They're green maxing and now will now be punished. Yes, they were indeed green maxing. Let me just make sure that. Yes, they've just got railgun batteries. They do not have anything in the way of PD. And the Iceni should be able to protect here. So these guys are set to fire salvo. Yeah, they're set to fire salvo. Let's set a primary target on the Hellhound. Especially with bounty, there is nothing to check out yet. Then I will definitely check it out. Okay, salvo is away. And now the weapon is idling. I will put it back to fire... Oop, no. Put it back to fire salvo. And I'll fire on the other ship. And that should be them both dead. Left. So the Kitsune is pretty wrecked at this point. What do we want to do here? Do we wait till we get a bit closer, but then the torpedoes need time to speed up? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire everything I have left at the Hellhound in an attempt to overwhelm it, and then hope that the Iceni can finish them off with its 40mm. And I'm going to advance the Iceni in towards them. And the hope here is we have enough missile spam to overwhelm their fire. The Iceni can also maybe escort the missiles somewhat in. We'll maybe speed this up a little bit. Okay, those missiles got through. So the Kitsune is dead. We now just need to deal with the... the Hellhound is dead. We now just need to deal with the Kitsune, which hopefully the Iceni can do when it gets close enough. It is blasting away, as it always has. Got hit with a Dodo internet ad. I'm sorry about that. Is it, how is it? That is the Kitsune dead. Awesome work. Great tag team from the Baleful Edict and the Iceni. The oldest ship in the fleet, still kicking ass in 2034, I think it is right now. Whew. Okay. In 2037, Space Forces of... Look at the Iceni, just looking badass in the picture. The Space Forces Project Exodus defeated the Servants in battle. The Servants lost 2 ships. I think that's their only fleet in Earth orbit, by the way. They're having to bring fleets in from asteroid bases. How are things on YouTube? I haven't heard anything from anyone on YouTube in a couple of seconds. Have we dropped the stream? Let me just quickly check. Give me 1 sec. YouTube. What track is this? Oh, it's Battletech. Live. Says I'm still live. It was lagging for a bit, but seems to be better again. Okay, cool. Let's stay on top of that. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we defeated the fleet. Right now it is working. I love the way he said right now, like not expecting it to hang on. Okay, that little problem was done. Okay, now Echo 93 is back in action. I don't know if we have enough Delta V. The Baleful Edict definitely doesn't have enough Delta V. It's going to have to stay here until this station is built. I've got a feeling it might be to do because I put ultra low latency on the stream, which is something I use in my Mechanica streams without issues, but it may just be an issue with Terra Invicta. Okay, our researchers are now undertake space medical centers, which lets us build medical centers, which is pretty good. Hey, Demonicus, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Could do with a coffee raid, I'll tell you that much. Oh, that's right, we're watching the war. I should probably keep an eye on China. Make sure nothing sneaks up behind us. So the defense of Berlin seems to be going... Sorry, the defense of Beijing seems to be going well. We have a lot of armies moving in. I think we're going to get actually quite a fight over this region. We also have an alien army that's moved in to defend Tashkent. Our Iranian armies are pushing out the alien army that has invaded here. When is the station done building? I'll need to check that in a second. I need to just have a look at how things are here. The Ukrainian army is currently being crushed by what we have here. I'm going to have to pull an army out, I think. I'm going to pull the 2nd EMU Brigade into this region. Once we've wiped out this army, I'm going to redeploy all of these armies to help defend this region, which is currently being captured by the Americans. Your back to YouTube is looking good? Good to hear that. Pull back the Tasha army because, yeah, I think I need to pull this army back. I think you're correct. Let's bring them back to here where they can repair, and then I'll deploy them in once they are reaching. American army, yeah, I noticed that. So we've now got American armies moving into this region as well. This is the breakaway. This is a danger. This is now the hotspot of the war. This region here, because we've got armies invading from the USSR or the former USSR into the Central Asian Union. We completed orbital core for Sail Center. So Sail Center just completed its orbital core. It doesn't have a I think it has a space dock. Solar array, laser defense array, xenoscience, solar array, farm, solar array, xenoscience. Okay, it doesn't have a space dock, which means it can't refuel our ships. And it is only going to have 10 extra power, so we can't get rid of one of the solar arrays. What we're going to have to do is get rid of the farm, and we'll replace the farm down the road. And I'm going to put a space dock on here. No, we'll put a supply depot on, because this requires no power, and I think it's quite quick to build. And then we'll replace it with a farm once it has been constructed. That just means we can refuel the fleet that is here and rearm it. Okay, this is the big one. Victor 80 has arrived in low Earth orbit. That is the alien carrier. We cannot allow that to land armies on Earth. But when we, Demonicus, I think we completed a couple of small researches, nothing big. We're now going to commit Black Friday delivery, Strike Force Pacifica on a mission to intercept Victor 80, which is the assault carrier. The problem is once we destroy this assault carrier, which we will be able to do without question, we will end up in a situation where we are once again at war with the aliens. And there is a really big alien fleet in orbit of Earth right now. So it's going to hurt us a lot. In for the assault carrier meets all of our troop. Ye of little faith. I'm going to launch the Astarte class monitors. Done. We've committed. What I'm also going to do is something very cheesy. We need to take every advantage we can in this campaign. I'm going to found a new orbital in low Earth orbit. And we're going to call it, we're going to give it a special name. Did it just call itself Assange Station? The Ansari Station, okay. I thought it'd give itself a rather political name. And we're going to call it SAC 1. Sacrifice Alpha. Okay? Save name. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. You can still do that, T-Rem. You should have the power to do an overconfidence. It is still there.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I mean, for whatever reason, Crimson One says predictable. For I don't know why. Whenever you do an overconfidence, but the command still works. You'll lose the defensive fleets with each station destroyed. Instead, gather them all together so you can put a resistance when they retaliate. Okay. I don't think I can, Karthakuda. They literally have so little Delta V that I don't think they can move. For example, Black Friday Delivery is currently defending Station. Station is our shipyard. It's the most important. It's the most important station in Earth orbit. I don't want to move them. It is our shipyard, so that's fine. Cold Sacrification Sin Eaters. Oh, is that a Final Fantasy X reference? Then if we have a look at the Iceni Museum exhibit, they don't have enough fuel. Oppenheimer's Remorse does not have enough fuel to make it to Station. Doesn't have enough fuel. Then if we have a look at Echo 91, it doesn't have enough fuel to get... Okay, it can get to Echo 91. What is Echo 91? Echo 91 is our Damocles class Eclipse. Can it make it to Station? It can. I'm going to transfer it to Station. Black Friday Delivery is already at Station. Echo 93 cannot make it to Station. They don't have enough fuel. So, I don't think they will Triple X. I don't think they'll get built in time, because I will try it with the next one. I built a level 2 station rather than a level 1, so that this one definitely won't build in time, but I'll try the next one. The Iceni itself, are we abandoning a ship to save the Iceni? The Iceni has 16 Delta V. I actually think it could do it. Echo 95, transfer to Station. Yes, it can. Okay, we're transferring a whole lot of fleets. Of course we are saving the Iceni. This thing, I wish I could actually get a kill count for it. It has destroyed so many alien ships. But sadly, all we get is Captain Abadiah Naimi and Ensign Hongyong Zhang, Damage Control Officer, are the two heroes that lead this ship into battle. But it has killed so many aliens. This machine kills aliens. This machine right here, it kills aliens. And servants. It murders servants. But it is such old technology at this point. Does it even tell me like when it was built? It doesn't, does it? It doesn't have like a build date. So that would be cool if it told me things like build date, like how many years it's served, how many battles it's been in, how many ships it's destroyed. That would be very, very cool. Boron carbide armor, lithium ion. It's got a lithium ion battery. It's basically running on 6 Nokias strapped together. 6 iPhones. The Nokia reference might go over most people's heads. We have a functioning adult who can remember regularly scheduled events and show on time. Well, you're about to see a big fight. So you joined at just the right moment. Here we go. Yes, it was. Time to attack the Resolute Warpath and begin the Hell War. This is the beginning of the end, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we didn't get a battle. I think I clicked the wrong button. Crap. I can chase it again though, right? Let's try that again. I think I pushed the wrong button. Okay. Project Fleet 91 has arrived at Station. That's the Iceni. It's safe, I think. No, it's not. That's the other ship. It's now refueling. Echo 91 is now supplied. I'll get them to join Black Friday Delivery. Okay, that's the Iceni is now safe. Okay. Well, I'm now going to click engage, not accept. Okay, now we're going to start the battle. Now it is the end of the world. It was part of an alien invasion fleet until we met the Iceni. It's manned by 18 people. Yeah, it is. It's old. It's as old as rocks. Okay. Now, what do we do here? Do we throw everything we have, or do we just fire one salvo? The Resolute Warpath has 1 point defense laser battery and 3 mag batteries. I think the mag batteries can fire as fire support. So I've got a feeling we just want to fire everything. This is a fire everything situation. This is not in-game music. This is from one of the best games. Oh, it's not actually from Bastion. I mean, it's still from a very good game. This is actually from Hard Space Shipbreaker, a game that is exceptionally good, and I highly recommend if you like interesting games with slightly different storylines and play styles, you check it out. One of my recommendations. I really enjoyed playing Hard Space on stream and sticking it to the man, destroying capitalism, blowing up some spaceships along the way. Okay, full speed ahead. Trying to remember the controls that kill the UI, which I always forget for these battles. One of the games I thought was dull, but realized it was fun when I saw you playing it. Legit got and enjoyed the game. Thank you, Tavian. I really appreciate that endorsement. Okay, we are firing everything, emptying the torpedo bays. This is a lot of missiles, but there's a lot of armies on this ship. I don't think we need to worry about ramming. Tank that plasma. There's absolutely no way it's going to shoot down all of these torpedoes. That's it. Everything has been fired. Damn, it is tanking these torpedoes. Okay, now we need to do something very, very dangerous. We need to get our ships off course so as fast as possible so that they do not get hit by these railgun rounds. I don't know if they're going to make it. We might lose a ship to incoming railgun rounds. I may have actually killed it by getting them to turn. No. Not the Kraken wind. I tried. I may have killed it by turning it side on. We lost one ship. Okay, that is the end of the fight. Whew. Let's just stop them from burning off their Delta V. There we go. Project defeated the aliens in a battle on Earth. The aliens are now at war with us. The aliens lost one ship. We got 6.1 exotics for destroying the Resolute Warpath, but we lost the Kraken wind. A gradual turn may have worked. Yeah, okay. I panicked a little bit. They were also just on a turn point when that happened. Alright, get ready, everybody. The aliens are going to rock us now. That was a good timing with the Battletech string. Oh no, the Kraken wind. Okay, launch to station. Yes, launch to station. That's where I want them to go. They will transfer there in 1.2 hours to join the defense fleet that is gathering at station. I actually have Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. I never got into it. I think it's just I didn't give it enough time, but I will need to check its soundtrack out. Okay. 6 slippery snails sliding slowly seaward has completed its hab core. No promise unless cursed name, by the way. I think there's a few cursed ones in there. Kraken wind was cracked asunder. It was indeed. Okay, Echo has joined. They're going to join. That's the Iceni back online. Director, we've picked up increasing activity at alien habits throughout the solar system. We believe aliens may be preparing retaliatory strikes against our assets. Uh-oh. Oh no, this is bad. Well, the game adds an extra warning to tell you that you are in trouble. You know you're in trouble. Alright, let's see how the war is going on Earth. At least we stopped the aliens from landing. We can hold. We can hold. Are the tongue twisters meant to piss off the aliens? No, Westy X. They're just for pissing me off. Since chat can suggest the names, that's what they're doing. Okay, we've assembled the biggest defense fleet we can hope to. We don't have enough Maginot's crashes. We don't have nearly enough Maginot's. The one in pops about 30 to 48, so it's no big deal. Okay, we are building more ships. Mishaps, we do not have enough mission control to build any more ships. So no, we're not building any more ships. The only ship we're building is the Boondoggle class battleship, and that's the last ship we're going to be able to build for until we can get more mission control. But we can't get more mission control until we end this war, because we can't actually spend time building mission control because we're having to build armies. So the next thing we're looking at doing, cool dude, I think it's been added into the naming list when you posted it. Can we build more ships anyway and just suffer for it until they kill some ships for us? By the time they're built, the war will probably be over, to be honest. What I'm looking to do is trying to build some mission control in Mercury orbit with making use of the fire, the solar energy that is available there. Spain is joined the Italy Lower Guinean States war against the Lower Guinean States. It sucks for them. I don't like this. I have some really cursed names I could put there. Obviously, I'm not going to say anything effective. Okay, we've managed to push this alien fleet out of Iran. That frees up some armies for us. I'm going to send some Iranian armies here to shore things up. And then I'm going to send... How many do we have left? I don't really want to send any more. I'm very tempted to try and take Tashkent, but I just can't do it at the moment. We need to defend against Ukraine, we need to defend against America, we need to defend against the alien administration. The United Kingdom has joined the Italy war. Fonta Awesome has a dumpster fire icon. Oh no. They will destroy our Maginot so we can start building replacements. That's a good... Demonicus. You are just a genius. They are going to destroy our Maginots. We can build defenses. Wet navies... So the role of wet navies, cool dude, is abstracted. What wet navies do is they allow you to transport armies across the sea, and they stop whoever has the lower amount of wet navies in a war from being able to do that. So because the alien administration is allied with America, they have a combined value for freedom of the seas of 50-something. I have a value of about 16... No navies there. I do not have enough navies, so I don't have freedom of the seas. I am blockaded. That's how wet navies are represented. Yes, mishaps, you did say that. But what I didn't think about until Demonica said it was that we would get the mission control back. So, shipbuilding. I don't think we've had any massive advances in ship technology recently. We still have the same armor. There's nothing exciting in nose weapon territory. In hull weapons, we do have access to green arc laser batteries. And do we have ultraviolet? So we don't have ultraviolet available yet. For mag weapons, we're still sitting on heavy railguns Mark III. For missiles, we of course have the Poseidon torpedoes. And for guns, we have the venerable 40mm autocannon. In terms of utility modules, there's nothing really new here. Radiators is nothing new. Batteries is nothing new. Power plants is nothing new. And drives, there's nothing new. So we may as well just go with an existing design. We obviously have the Boondoggle. We're only building one of those. I'm thinking we build Astartes. Can we make some upgrades to the Astartes? What are the Astartes running? The 40mm is an autocannon. It's the most advanced piece of military technology we have, the greatest weapon that we have, and it has done so much work for us, even though it is one of the starting weapons of the game. It's a rapid-fire 40mm autocannon that can shoot down everything, but it has a very short range. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're using burner drives, we've got gas core fission reactor 2s. Indeed, gun does indeed go burn. We've got quantum batteries, we've got tin droplet radiators, we've got target computer Mark II, liquid hydrogen containment, magazines, we've got Poseidon torpedoes. The Astartes actually have 25 nanotube armor on the front. I shouldn't have turned those ships. It's like 6 Bofors strapped together on a rotary assembly. I thought the Bofors was a single cannon, but I might have been wrong. I think maybe think about the old school World War II Bofors. It might be new. I don't know. Okay. Do we just build Astartes Block 2s? I think we do. When I played Navy strategy weapons, in most cases build additional ships at the start of the new war because I've lost in fixed returns. Yeah, you were completely right. Mishaps was right first. Everyone was right but me. Okay. Let's get some Astartes class 2s, which aren't showing up. Or is this the Astartes Block 2? We should do good designs. Escalating weapon dry. I'm very glad that my constant average facility with equipment has paid off. Yes, that's exactly what the target computer is designed for. Is to counter ECM. That's why we got the Mark II. This is the Astartes class monitor. Is it the Astartes class 2? Is the Astartes not marked as obsolete? Oh no, I'm stupid. I was looking at building the Astartes Block 2. Right, we're going to build a bunch of these at Station. So we're going to... They're going to take 120 days to build, so we'll build 1, 2... We'll add 3 to the queue, but one of them will be a little bit behind. We can't build on Ceres. I'm not going to bother building on Ceres. We probably need to get something in Venus. What do we have in the way of defenses at Venus? So they've got Phalanx Fleet, which is 3 Maginot. Mercury has Untethered Missile Silo, which is a ship called Frostchan. They're Aegis class, so their laser defense ships are they're just there to get the shipyard that's currently building there up and running. We also have the Reformation, which is Portrait of Passion, which is a crash test class frigate, which means it's a marine frigate. And then we have Phalanx Fleet, which is 4 Maginot. So I think Mercury and Venus are fine. We'll just make sure that Earth gets its ships. Maginot's lasers to work as new PD. I think the LDAs will be our PD for most of these fights. Pushchat is definitely one of your names. Of course it is. Okay, 2nd Marine Forces just landed in Jeddah. So we've now got 2 American armies and an admin army fighting in Jeddah. So we're just going to have to wait. And we do have Chinese armies on the way to reinforce. Okay, we finally have armies defending this region, which is great. Indian army moving towards Hohhot. American army moving towards Almaty. Okay, they're retreating from Beijing. That's fine.
Mission complete.
Okay, we still cannot seek peace with the alien administration. I wanted to check that. That's fine. This is another hardware shipwrecker track. I'm always open for more recommendations to add to the playlist, by the way. Just because I've played so much Terra Invicta, it has a really good soundtrack, but I've heard those tracks so many times. I'm sure that you can understand. We completed construction of settlement mining complex at Castle Camelot. That increased our water income by a huge amount. And we got a nanofac at the Underdark, so that's more money for us. I mean, this one was going to be used as PD where LDS were not enough, but mostly destroy fast ships. The problem is our lasers just have really short range. Let's look at that as our next line of ships that we build. Second Emu Brigade is arrived in Almaty. Okay, we actually made it through another turn. We've now officially played more turns than we did last stream, even though a lot has happened. We're going to have to keep this grind of a war going. Yeah, it has to be a game soundtrack so that I don't get hit with content ID. Every time I stream Mechanicus, there's one track in the Mechanicus soundtrack that flags content ID, and I have to go through the stream and I have to mute it. EB Brigade is one of our armies. All of our armies are named off our name list as well, so they all have unique names. We've got the Tenderfoots, the Tidebreakers, the Artificial Skies, the Nuclear Thunder, Murray Crocodile, the 2nd EB Brigade. They're all named. Okay. First things first.
What's the op?
You need to advise in... Oh, actually, does anyone need to be defended? No. Everyone doesn't need to be defended. So you need to advise in China.
Lending my expertise.
And then
Ready.
Human, continue to
You're on
advise here.
What's the
Jebediah,
op?
continue to advise here.
Lending my expertise.
Blonde, continue to advise
Ready to go.
in Iran.
Offering support.
Yoma,
I'm here.
what were you doing here? I need you to assault this alien asset for me.
Going in hot.
And Python, I need you to
Standing by.
inspire Yoma. Because I'm worried she's going to betray us because she hates it when stations are destroyed.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
China is struggling because we've just suddenly pulled all the investment that we had out of it. So we switched our priorities over to military, which is getting close to a ticket. We're up to 5.6. It's going up again. Build army's a long way off completing, but we just have to keep on trucking. Confirm a silence. Unpause. Let's go. Get ready for the retaliation.
Offering support.
The attack in Bengal, actually, we were supposed to be destroying this army. That was the attack. What the attack in Bengal was doing. So I want to destroy this army. I'm going to pursue them.
Offering counsel.
I need to something in close.
Offering assistance.
Did I misclick and put a tick in? Oh, I did. Thank you.
Offering assistance.
Their
I
loyalty
don't.
remains
I think if we try and
questionable.
snipe the capital, we'll get nuked, which is why I haven't done it. Okay, the Murray Crocodiles have arrived in Jeddah. They'll now start kicking the teeth out of the Americans. Hopefully. Regime change. Okay, so the European Union has now imposed a new governing regime there that'll end that war. No counters arrived in Tashkent. Okay, we now have a proper army. And now we have more water income from Ceres. And we have a nanofac and a layer defense array on Mercury. Yeah, that's the issue, what Kite just said. We don't want to take... Okay, alien fleet Victor 232 has arrived in low Earth orbit. Here come the retaliation fleets. What is Victor 232? 233. 234. God, there's so many alien fleets. Where's 232? Am I blind? I can't see 232 in the list. They may have already merged with another fleet. Just sort by location. $152. Right, nothing down here is on Earth. You're in Earth. Victor 186, 183, 144, 235, 233. I don't see the fleet. I don't know what's happened to it. We'll see what happens if it hits us. They're also not showing in my list here. I think they got disbanded or they joined another fleet as soon as they arrived. Okay,
Their defense was too strong.
Oh wow, you failed the assault mission. Interesting. We just absolutely decimated one of the Ukrainian armies. I think it actually got insta-killed. I didn't even see it pull out. Yeah, I think we insta-killed a Ukrainian army there. If I check the Ukraine... So if I check Ukraine... Ukraine has 2 armies left. One on 23%. Oh, it retreated into this region here. That's why I couldn't see it. I was like, did we just completely insta-wipe a Ukrainian army? Feel bad wiping Ukrainian armies, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, the aliens are actually bringing an army over to stop us chasing their other army around. So, this army has retreated to here. I'm going to pull these guys back now. I'm going to deploy them all to our own region because the aliens pulled one of their last army out. I don't want to fight them in hilly terrain in their territory. Okay, it's a new turn. Things didn't go too bad. Public opinion in China is dropping. It's still fine. Okay, so we'll just repeat the missions. So you need to advise in the Central Asian
Lending
Union.
my expertise.
You need to advise in the Caliphate. You need
Ready
to advise
for my mission.
in Iran.
Offering counsel.
Oh no. Advise in Iran. Advise in Iran.
Your
please.
orders.
Fun fact: if you try to take Ukraine from Russia, they will nuke you.
Lending
Cool.
my
That's
expertise.
awful.
Standing by.
Yomomo, you can no longer attempt to attack that target. That's great.
I'm here.
Groucho, I need you to advise here in China because you're actually helping
Offering
a lot.
counsel.
Yoma,
Ready for my mission.
Yoma.
Where
What do I want to do with you? Do we need to defend anywhere? No. Do we have an army that could be north of China to conquer these territories? We do, but you need more than one army to do it. Gotta go to work. Enjoy your Cataclysmal gameplay. Really enjoy the building process. Good luck with the war. Thank you, Karthakuda. I'll get some more Cataclysm out this week if I can. Yeah, exactly, Kite. So I need more than one army to take territories. And if I'm going to take some territories in this war, I want to take these two, just on my territory being cut up. So that's what I'm going to focus on if I get the opportunity. Right now, my focus is on defense and destroying American armies. That's my main thing. I want to destroy their armies as much as possible. I'm going to move this army here to help just hold this region. Right. Hard Python, you have a very simple job. Continue to inspire Yoma more, please. Because she hates it when
I'll
stations
make
get
sure
destroyed.
they're on our side.
Yoma, I need to get you
Where do
some
you need me?
EXP. Let's get you just to continue the work of Groucho so that we don't give this too long a chance to subside. Well, that's 120 ops that I could spend. I don't really want to go over my monthly income. If I spend 32, I'm still
People
accruing.
demand justice.
So I want to use this at the end of the year. Okay, let's confirm assignments. Let's unpause. You got 4 American armies in Almaty. Yeah, I have 4 American armies in Almaty. I have... It's not 4 American armies, actually. Permanent assigned... Yeah, I should do that. So I actually have... I have 3 Chinese armies, 2 Caliphate armies here, versus 1 American army... Sorry, 3 American armies, 1 United... yeah, okay. Let's add another Chinese army into the mix. That should tip the balance in our favor.
I will help them.
Surprised
Offering support.
that the aliens
Offering support.
haven't hit
Lending
any of
my
our stations
expertise.
yet.
I think we've had a breakthrough.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened. honestly. There's a bunch of energy research stations are now being built in Mercury, which is cool. More armies are arriving where they need to go. We're winning the war at the moment. Special project available. Our research development teams are pleased to report they have overcome significant uncertainty and are now able to undertake the interrogation techniques project. We gain 25% more intelligence from interrogating detained prisoners from other factions. Interesting. Not vital right now. The American... Oh my goodness. It's a red letter day. Can you imagine if that happened in real life? If the 101st Airborne were completely wiped out? The morale hit to America would be unreal. But that is it. The 101st Airborne are no longer in existence. We have destroyed them in Jedha. That's a pretty big blow. American Vietnam War 2.0. Yeah, they landed on the beaches and they've been repulsed. What was that? Oh, that was oh, whoa, okay. Right. 6 slippery snails sliding slowly seaward has completed its layer defense arrays, and it looks like Sail Center is online completely, which is great because now I can get that other fleet repaired. I think it's Echo 93. Yeah, I can get them to resupply, and they may actually be able to fly home, which would be great if they could.
The uprising is
Well, it's a
underway.
good hit, but they might have just audibled a new army with a navy using the leftovers, probably. But it's just, I'm thinking more on like the morale hit in real life would be huge, not so much in a game, sort of way. But can you make it a station? They cannot. So they're just gonna have to stay there. But, excuse me. At least they've reloaded their missiles. Now this is a soundtrack. Look at all the... Oh my god, I just noticed this. We've detected a new alien fleet. They've just been moving all of their ships around. And what is this fleet that has just arrived in low Earth orbit? That looks like a cruiser or a battleship. Escort gunship, frigate gunship, destroyer corvette, battleship. We have an American, we have an alien battleship, the Red Fury. Enhanced alien mag cannon in the nose. Alien heavy plasma battery, alien point defense laser turret, and an iridescent star torpedo bearer. I didn't realize this track had words, which is a great song, but it doesn't really work very well in the background of the stream. So we'll just remove this one from the playlist. Great song though. I read this track. It's from Bastion. It's from Bastion. Is it Supergiant that make Hades? Bastion was their first big break and one of my favorite games of all time. Look at the size of that battleship. And Supergiant have been making bangers for years. Hades was the one that really got people's attention. Ukraine proposes ending its war with China, Iran, Japan, the Caliphate, the Republic of the Cross, and the Central Asian Union. If we accept, Ukraine will agree to up enough bias, I think we'll let them go. Yes, you're right, Demonicus. We need laser Maginot. Okay, Ukraine, under control of the servants, has agreed with China to leave the United States of America-China war. That's good. One of their allies just pulled out. That frees up all of these armies. I think I might send the Central Asian Union armies in to hit Tashkent. As soon as he move the thing, it got wonky. That's not good. Okay, this is YouTube mixing up again. Oh, the alien fleet has passed to Sacrifice Alpha. Supergiant have been a big name since Bastion. I think Hades just when they broke out of the gaming zeitgeist to common. Yeah, I think you're right, TRM. They have been on my radar since Bastion. The music in that game was one of the first games that really made me notice how powerful a soundtrack can be. And it's one of the reasons I've actually bought pretty much, I think I bought every Supergiant game that's come out since Bastion, because I know the soundtrack's going to be amazing no matter what. We're going to lose Sacrifice Alpha, so let's get Sacrifice Beta under construction. I need to zoom out a little bit further. It has 22 armor at the front. That was as tanky as I could make it, while only giving it 1 Pegasus drive. I think that was the trade-off we had to go with. They are very tanky for what they are. Climate effects are hampering the economy of Guatemala City. More alien fleets showing up in Earth orbit. The aliens are doing something with their fleets in Earth orbit. They're shuffling their ships around. Okay, we're now starting to capture Tashkent. I keep forgetting that I want to zoom in. All right, this is looking good. Oh, sorry, this is looking better. Myanmar supposed alliance with China. No, I do not want to be your ally, Myanmar. What else have we got here? We've got 2 American armies. We've got 2 armies sitting in this region here, which is Guwahati, ready to invade into us, I think. But they have to come through this region here where we have a large supply of troops. We're trying to take over Tashkent. We've managed to successfully defend the coast of the Caliphate. We've managed to defend Iran. We've managed to defend Astana. The only remaining defensive battle is in Almaty, where we have a considerable advantage now. I know Transistor, and yeah, the OC is always a bang. It is indeed. I love Supergiant games. Transistor was interesting. It's one of the ones I haven't ever replayed, or I've tried to replay it a couple of times but never got into it. But it's still a very interesting plot. Yoma, I need you to keep doing things that give you experience. So I want you just to focus on increasing unrest in America. I know you don't have a very high chance to do it, but that's what I want you to do.
Acknowledged.
And then I want you to inspire. Let's just
I'll
check
ensure they're
level ups. You're not ready. No one's ready for a level up yet. Okay, we're building stuff. Stuff is coming online in space. We've got a whole bunch of xenoscience research stations. Our research is getting back on track. How far away reaches better anti-laser, anti-energy armor? I think we need to start researching exotic materials to get into that territory, which unfortunately hasn't been unlocked yet. Oh, confirm assignments. And let's have a look at the war room situation over here, and we'll unpause. YouTube video is about 5 seconds ahead. That's because I put ultra low latency on. I think I'm just going to go with low latency next time, and it should sync the two a bit better. Okay, we are now
Offering counsel.
properly taking on...
I will help them.
I will help them.
Offering assistance.
Our friends in
I believe
Tashkent.
they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Construction of the Boondoggle-class battleship Boondoggle at medium orbit has been completed. The ship in the fleet Echo 96 is docked at station and awaiting orders. So this is a ship that Chat made me build. This is the Boondoggle-class battleship. It is our first battleship, and it has a railgunner Mark II, a heavy railgun Mark III, and 2 40mm autocannons. I thought this was a laser battleship. What did I build? Why did I build this? What is this thing? Oh my... Okay, well it needs a name, so let me pull up the naming list. Wow. Oh my god. It's gonna die horribly. Oh no, is the purple people murder in here? It looks like you've just been boondoggled. I thought this was covered in lasers. Yes, it is a Battletech soundtrack. Another game that I love, and another soundtrack that I adore. Although I have listened to it a lot, and it's lost its magic a little bit, because I've listened, especially the combat music, because I've played so much Battletech. I don't even want to check how many hours I have in Battletech. Let me have a quick look. It is a fleet command vessel, yeah. You can retrofit ships, Westy, but it's a bit awkward as to how it lets you do that. If I check Battletech really quickly while I'm loading the name list, I have 351 hours in Battletech. So the music has kind of died a little bit for me. It was indeed supposed to be the Iceni 2.0, but the Iceni hasn't died and is still actually in desperate use. Okay, we need a new... Oh, you've added a ship class category, mishaps. That's pretty cool. 351 rookie numbers. Oh. Sorry, that was a very loud laugh. The name that came up for this, I feel like it might be a vessel suggestion. It's the No Count. So now we have a fleet and and an army called the No Count. All right, we need to add it into the defense fleet. Unclick and then click, and then I should be able to merge it into Black Friday delivery. Okay, Black Friday delivery is a pretty nasty looking fleet now. Just can't go anywhere. Rookie numbers first. I'm at 695 hours. Wow, those are big numbers. We completed. That doesn't include the amount of time I spent in the backer beta, though, which is probably another couple of hundred. We completed construction new settlement because I modded the backer beta to hell and high water. I added new mechs. I made custom mechs. I ran a custom campaign in the backer beta before the game came out. Saved 2 points. Yeah. We maybe build nothing. Okay, we completed transnational investments, which reduces the cost of direct investments by 15%. Now, I was going to follow that up with regulatory capture, which reduces the influence cost of direct investments, but we've picked up a couple of things since then. So let's have a quick look. Right, maglev trains, great for later, not for now. Cobalt dust radiator. I don't know what radiator, if any, we need to research now that we have tin droplet. We have 88 hours in BattleTech. I also, just because we're doing that gamer thing, where we're looking at our stats, you know, I don't have Steam open anymore. Let's not do that. Let's focus on playing Terra Invicta. That's what we're all here for. So heat sinks and radiators, the reason I'm not getting rid of them is I don't know if I need them. Same with batteries. Heavy demo fission fry, commercial rocket companies, laser engine. Yeah, same Libra. I haven't played... Oh, Dota 2 I've played in 8 years. Yeah, I haven't played BattleTech in a long time. Vapor Core Fission Reactor 1. Interrogation techniques. Space Medical Center. I mean, this is worth picking up because eventually we are going to want to do this. Doing the gamer thing. Sorry, T-Rev. I didn't mean to call everyone here a gamer. I know that's a very bad word to use. Eventually, we're going to want to build some space medical centers. At the moment, we're not really in a position where we're capable of supporting them because we don't have the mission control. But we do want these. They are a great source of income. Let's just think about us. The most I spend will be 2 times the X2 the threat, but that's before Steam. Play that for years, every single day. I think Company of Heroes, if we actually look at my numbers from before Steam, combined with my numbers after Steam, would probably be a scary amount of number. Yeah, I think you might be right, Crash. We'll just get one of them, tick it away at a new home. We've got these other ones. Ultraviolet arc laser batteries is on the way. Exotic hybrid systems is under research. So we'll get 2 of the big researches done while we wait for these to complete and give us some new options. I've got ultraviolet arc batteries in research at the moment. So I'm going to probably rely on that more than the cannon. Okay, another alien fleet has arrived in low Earth orbit. They're heading for Sacrifice Alpha. Wait, I thought they destroyed Sacrifice Alpha. Are they waiting for it to finish construction before they destroy it? If they do, that's... Okay. Sacrifice Alpha has been... No, they've arrived at Sacrifice Alpha, and then it was destroyed. Okay. So we're going to head for Sacrifice Beta now, right?
The people find no justice today.
That was a really sad voice line. Italy has declared war on Togo, sorry. I'm just watching the alien fleet situation here. They are making more and more fleets again. Oh, the Americans pulled out of here, so let's start actually taking over their territory. If they're going to stop fighting us, we're going to take their territory from them. Special project available. Our research and development team is now able to report they can make the PSYOPS project. +2 on unrest. Unrest decreases by 3 in regions conquered by our armies. Grants the following. Hey, this is a big one. We should actually do this. I'm going to cancel a new home. Human one started riot, but she bumped up the destruction of a dummy station. Yeah, that's exactly what I think happened. We'll get PSYOPS. That will help us trying to overthrow America after this war is over. At this point, I could probably sue for peace. We've given the Americans a big smacking. We've given the they're down to 5 armies in the alien admin. 6 armies. Alien constituent defenses are under construction first from lower orbit out. Yes. Okay, so appears we have some supporters of America making a good target for control. We don't have, unfortunately, the control points. Excuse me for the yawn. Oh, I'm out of water. That sucks. I'm going to try and sue for peace this time.
Heading to the capital.
Everyone else, I think, is already set with mission. No, you need to keep working on inspiring Yuma. We took out 1 army in this whole war so far. No, I've really taken out 1. Well, they're all licking their wounds, if nothing else. I'm going to try and sue for peace, just in case we can. Otherwise, we will capitalize on them resting and try and take over some territory.
Offering assistance.
Offering assistance.
That's exactly what we're doing. Crash
Offering
Test.
assistance.
I'm trying to take this territory
I will
section
help
here.
them.
Tashkent.
I think we've had a breakthrough.
Orbital debris strike. Debris from recent fleet battles and weapon tests in low Earth orbit is about to strike Naguchi Station. That's the station that we're currently building as a sacrificial station. I forgot to name it. The debris cloud is about to spread in a wide pattern. We can say more casualties of war, which means we'll lose some of the modules, which I don't really care about. Or order the shift to double. We'll pay 1 money. Yeah, I want to make sure we don't lose the station. So we lost a solar collector. That's really not a problem. I doubt the station's going to get a chance to build that solar collector. But I will order it to be rebuilt just in case. I also want to give this a name so I know what it is. Sacrifice Beta. Come on, aliens, attack my weak stations and leave my big stations alone. This is very exploitable. I don't like doing it, but I think we've taken enough L's this campaign that I'm allowed to exploit a little bit. We won in Higgies. Yes. The Caliphate's looking great right now. Okay, alien... Okay, this is scary. An alien fleet just arrived in low Venus orbit. And they've set out for Fairwild Station. Okay.
Prepping for next mission.
So we've got a cruiser, a frigate, a cruiser, and a corvette. And they're heading for Feywild Station. Feywild Station is our military research station. It's where all of our military science research is occurring. We have 2 LDAs here. Unfortunately, ultraviolet laser batteries are going to complete on the 4th of January. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to push that up to the 27th of October just to make sure that we've got these. We are ahead in Ringhabs. I'll just need to keep an eye on that. Now, I do have a fleet in Venus orbit. We have we've got Phalanx Fleet. Phalanx Fleet is 4 Maginot class. I can send them to... where is it? That's all your base station. Is this in Mercury or is this Venus orbit? Where are we right now? We're in Venus orbit and I selected a Mercury fleet is what just happened. If I go to Phalanx Fleet, which are currently at the Fountain, if I want to send them to Feywild Station, it will take them 10 hours to get there. So they'll arrive at 3:37. Did anyone check what time this fleet was going to arrive at? Because I didn't take a note of it, and now we don't know anymore. They're going to arrive next day. That 23rd of September. That's a good point. Today's the 22nd. So do I send Phalanx Fleet to defend the station? I think I do. I think I want to do as much damage to this fleet as I can. I don't know if we can wipe it out. Probably should roll another fleet name so we don't have 2 Phalanx Fleets. Do we have 2 Phalanx Fleets? Are you serious? Have I not noticed that? We do indeed have 2 Phalanx Fleets. And they're... they're defending different... Wow, I'm the worst. That's probably been there for months, right? Let's get the new fleet name. Okay, they are now the Knights of the Cosmos. No, the Cosmon. The Cosmos. That's okay, Miss Apps. That's all good. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you so much just for doing it. So we can rewind we lost last stream. So do I send the Knights of the Cosmos to defend Feywild Station? I'm going to do it. Okay. An alien will kill an undefended station. The stations have LDAs, so all the stations around Venus have LDAs. So they're not going to get an insta-kill. Okay, they got there first. I thought we were going to beat them there. Oh well, Feywild Station is dead. Let's save the... I need to save the prompt before we go into battle. Okay, save the template. Alright, let's start the battle. See if we can do any damage at all. We all know that we're not going to do any damage here. Feywild. Yeah, so many possible spellings of Feywild Station. Ugh, it's so frustrating. I thought our Maginos were going to get there in time. Now the Maginos aren't going to get back to the other station in time either. This is annoying. Yeah, but I might have been able to take out the cruisers or something. That was the point. Oh, they're firing. Look at that. Look at that. That is a lot of torpedoes. That would get too confusing, I think. He'll arrive in 30 minutes. Ugh. Yeah, the station's dead. It's like so dead, it's not even funny. I just thought I could intercept here. Rebuild the military station. That's a really good idea. I'll do that. Absolutely pounding us. And now their point defense is shooting down the railgun shots. God, LDAs are so useless. The only thing holding us, giving us a little bit of a chance here is they're currently just firing plasma, which takes a long time. There is a delay between LDA death and station death, but there's absolutely no chance. I will save everything, damn it. I won't lose anything. Yeah, here's the railgun shots now. Oh, that's a lot of... They're going to get through. There's just so much of it. This thing's an absolute monster. What ship is this? The Storm Wind. That thing is crazy. The firepower, the amount of railgun shots it has. Somehow the LDAs are like holding out here. But there's so much railgun fire. We never got enough of them built, that's the problem. We didn't have the mission control to build enough Maginos. I feels like railguns are just worthless garbage. Everything can intercept them. Even, I think railguns can intercept railguns. There goes the Maginot. So there goes the LDA. The other LDA won't be able to deal with the amount of firepower coming at it. And it's gone. If I could destroy the Stormwind... Because they haven't destroyed Feywild Station yet. If I could destroy the Stormwind, we may have a chance. Okay, now we get our actual battle, which we have to take. We could no. Yeah, but I think what Trifler and Kite said is exactly correct. You need to spam them. I'm going to take the free velocity. This is going to be bad. Alright. So how many missiles do we have? 24, 48, 36. I'm going to try something probably pretty stupid. I'm going to split our targets between the three of them. I want to try and take out those three ships, leaving the frigates. So the cruiser, and the corvette, because the corvette just has crazy attack. Let's see what we can do. I'm also going to boost these guys as fast as possible towards the enemy. They can really go while they've got Delta V. They'll be out of Delta V after this. If they don't win, then could save a few missiles for the frigates. I'll try. I'll get them to stop firing when they have like 4 missiles left in the tubes. Bear in mind they have no PD. They cannot defend themselves from the incoming fire that's coming at them. But they have tons of frontal armor. That's it. They're out of Delta V. They can't accelerate anymore. I will not turn my sight on. Okay, we're launching. They're only firing from one bay at the moment. Is that because that's the only one that's in range? He's firing from all of his bays, but these two aren't firing from one of their bays. Why are they not firing from this bay? ECM, gotcha. That might actually help here. So I'm going to get you to stop firing. What I'll do is I'll get you to fire your last few missiles at a corvette, actually. You still have a decent amount. I want you to fire more. Okay, you're down to 7. Let's get you to fire at this corvette. That's not the same one that you're firing at. Yeah, okay. Oof, the damage already. Come on, missiles. It's up to you. I don't think any of them are going to get through, honestly. There's not enough. It's not enough volume of fire. I was hoping that splitting it up would maybe overwhelm their PD, but none of the missiles are going to get through. Their PD's too strong. So no matter what I did, the Maginot were going to die anyway. This fleet is a counter to my fleet. There goes one of the Maginots. That's it. They're out of ammo and they are pretty much dead. There goes the other one. And last but not least, the big stick of Theodore. Yeah, they had no chance, and they wouldn't have no chance in the defense either. It's not that they wouldn't be able. It's the fact they just can't get through the PD. The problem we've now hit is we're at the stage in the game where everyone has enough point defense to deal with railguns and to deal with missiles, which means the only viable weapons that are left are energy weapons. And unless you stack the weapon that you want to use in as many numbers as you want, and the problem that we've got is that for Poseidon torpedoes, you don't get enough per magazine to really afford to stack them. So I think it's a lose-lose. I think the only option at this stage of the game is to go... The problem with 40mm to be reversed is the current alien ships are too fast for 40mm to hit them. We had a mission in the last stream where we had a fight against 40mm and they just kind of did loop-the-loops around the ship and it never hit them. So 40mm is not good enough to take on the aliens when they have engines this good. The only thing that works effectively, I think, is lasers. So as soon as we get these ultraviolet laser batteries... Yeah, ships are too small. Kite's right. We need... The only thing I can think of, the only way I can see this working is if we get lasers. We're now about to lose everything we have in Venus orbit. I would like to rebuild that station in Earth orbit, but I've got a feeling it'll be targeted by the aliens. I'll try it anyway. What was it? It was... Oh, this won't actually work, I don't think. It was Feywild, but we've shot 114 power. we can't rebuild this. We can make a military science center. We just can't make that military science center. Yeah, no bow launched torpedo tubes for some reason, really. That's just weird. I'm gonna leave this for now. This is just another sacrificial station for the moment. We'll wait until we get that war level down. Well, let's actually have a look at how things are going here. Right, we've got a ton of armies in trying to take over Tashkent. The aliens have destroyed Feywild Station. Missile battles with railgun cannons would, I don't know if it would be an improvement. They're now heading for radioactive rocks for fun and profit. Wait a minute. That's one of our mines, isn't it? Where's radioactive rocks for fun and profit? Oh no, it is a station. Okay. It is our other station in rocket orbit. We need to wait for this to go down. It's the only thing we can do at the moment. We just have to wait. We just have to let the aliens have their tantrum. One ship versus radioactive rocks for profit. A beaming quasar class cruiser. It has violet laser cannon, plasma battery, laser turret. It doesn't have railguns, and it doesn't have... we can shoot down the torpedoes, because it won't have a lot of them. We may have a chance. No, it has 2 PD guns, because the violet laser cannon will count as PD. We might have a chance here. We might have enough firepower to overwhelm it. I'm gonna all 4. Oh no, we only have 2. Yeah, we only have 2. It's down to the lasers damaging one of its laser guns, basically. Because it's going to shoot down all the railgun shots. So we have to wait till it gets close enough to the station and hope that the lasers damage one of its lasers. so that it doesn't have enough firepower to shoot down the incoming railgun fire. That's the only way this will work. Oh, so the puppy just got up. She's probably about to bark. What did I say? It's basically all down to these green lasers. Let me just put her back to bed. Did you get up and then decide that you wanted to go back to bed, but realize you got out from under your blanket? Is that what just happened? Silly puppy. Okay. Fully loaded SDIs would fire at plasma guns. Yeah. We're doing like tiny amounts of damage, but not enough to get through their armor at the moment. So the green lasers are us, the purple and the red lasers are them. Why can't I turn my camera? There we go. Sometimes when it gets really close, it doesn't have time to intercept the railgun rounds, and that can also be a bonus. Ramming speed. We can't ram it with the station, sadly. Yeah, a few missile ships. It's still, look, they'll still beat human fleets, but they can't beat the alien fleets. One of the LDAs is about to go down. Oh, we got some hits there with the railgun because it was too close for the laser to fire back. Oh, something went boom. I think we might. Oh, we're getting hits. We're getting hits. I think we took out its PD laser. Yes, we got the PD laser. Come on, radioactive rocks for fun and profit. We're getting railgun hit after railgun hit. It stopped firing back at us. We just need these railgun hits to get through this. These railguns to get through this armor. It's all about the railguns now. Yeah, it could have been the radiator. That might have been the radiator. Come on, railguns. Yeah, take that, aliens. We needed that win. We really, really needed that win. That was just for my morale. We needed that win. Whew. Okay, we can still sometimes beat one alien ship. I don't know why they only sent one ship when they had that big fleet. But whatever. We got the win. We got the win. Cruise somewhere else, you alien.
Policy direction complete.
We've got an 80% chance of getting peace. I'm going to roll the dice. Our nation, China, has no formal defense treaty with a new government. Okay. I was trying to work out what's going on there. It's because we've got peace. Right. We have... Oh my god. We've got a lot of armies that are in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sacrifice Beta is now online with its point defense arrays. Let's just send everybody home. Make sure I catch all of these armies when I click these buttons. Okay, everyone's going home. The war's over. Whew. Armies in Iran. I got them. I think everyone is heading home now. Are better railguns faster? I don't have it in front of me right now, but I actually got... the developer of the game gave me the stats for all of the weapons. I got the Caliphate armies, not the Iran ones? I thought these were the Iran ones. Where are the Iran... Oh, there they are. Thank you. No, that's the alien... Oh, these ones here. Yes, yes, thank you. I got them. There we go. Watching YouTube now because Twitch lags. Twitch lags? I believe yes they are. So I do have all the stats for all the weapons because we used those stats to determine which missile to research, which was the Poseidon torpedoes. So I can go and have a look. I've got them posted in the Discord, in the Terra Invicta chat. I think I've actually got them pinned there. Let me check. Terra Invicta War Room. Check pinned items. No, I don't have them pinned. We've got the old playbook. But they are posted here. I'll have to go back through the history of the chat and find them. It's not that busy a chat, so I don't think it would take too long to find them. But I do have, like I said, I have stats for all of the weapons from the developer somewhere. If they're not in here, I do have them somewhere. But yeah, we can look into that for next stream. Hey Squall, you're joining at the worst time, unfortunately. Advanced and faster travel speed that improved, and those are faster than basic, but their firing rate remains basically the same. Yeah, but I can't open the ship. I can't open the game all the time. When I'm between streams, it's good to have the stats like on Discord, so that when I'm away from my computer, I can make some plans. That's the bonus. That's why I want to do that. Okay, we need to fix our development plans for our countries. How does this look? Economy, warfare, knowledge, mission control, build army. Yeah, that's probably fine. I think we'll just do that for everywhere. Get back to building mission control. That's the most important thing. Okay. That's it. All of our priorities returned to normal now that the war is over. I do not guarantee the accuracy of any map data on Luna. Wait. I have a base on Luna? I forgot I had a base on Luna. When was the last time I did anything with this? God, it's getting me 13 water and 37 metal. I should probably abandon this base. Yeah, you did leave me a wordy plan, yes. Which I can't, and I saw it in the YouTube comments, but I can't implement it yet because of the mission control issues we were having at the beginning of the stream. That's all of our armies going home. Stolen, as per Australian tradition. The Luna base is giving us 6 fissils. It's not very much, but I guess we're only getting 52 total. Residential modules are now available. We can actually start to move our populations out of the gravity well. This will be big for when we move to Jupiter, because what we'll do, thanks Mishaps, you are a legend, we'll start building residential modules and get population out in Jupiter. In case of next world alienation, we should invest in economy in China, invest in navy in Japan. That's a great idea. Economy is fully invested in China. I think I am actually invading. No, we will invest to build navy. This is fine to invest in because it goes away when it's complete. Oh, research. How are we doing here? Are we still in the lead? 4,000 compared to 2,000. Yeah, we are still in the lead in Ring Habs. Good. Calling Jupiter out of gravity well is a choice. I'm calling Earth the gravity well, Dilly reversed. So by getting out of the gravity well, I mean getting out of Earth. Getting off Earth. Earth. You know, good old Earth. Alright. The world has largely come to terms with the presence of the aliens. They are here, they are among us. They are spreading through the solar system. But abject terror and ecstatic joy could only last so long without resolution. They give way to a background of gnawing fear or vague hope for the future as the more immediate and prosaic concerns of daily survival come to the fore. The global churn, the rearrangement of nations and peoples, is slowing. Our counselors' missions will take longer to execute going forward. Some missions will have increased impact as we spend more time conducting them. The missions assignment phase will occur once every 3 weeks going forward. It's been 15 years, only 50 more years until its turn per month. Given we need to wait for the aliens to chill a bit, might we be able to grab coil guns before we start building a less worthless generation of ships? I think that's a good idea, Mishaps. Americans be like, oh, aliens invading, but what is the price of eggs? Yes, that is exactly what is happening. And they're about to get bombarded with a whole ton of unrest now that our agents are free to act. However, that is a pretty good time to end the stream. Is Xenonauts ever coming back? Squall? The plan is when the game releases, I'm going to do a full playthrough. But right now, I want to leave the game so that I'm not burnt out on it when it comes out. So I'm sorry that that last campaign hasn't been completed, but I think everyone could tell towards the end that I was really struggling to get videos out for it, and I decided just to take a break from Xenonauts for now. Okay, that was a pretty good stream. We've done reasonably well. We haven't lost too many important stations, just one research station. We've managed to defend our territory. We managed to end the war with the alien administration, and we're ready to start subverting America in our next stream. So I think I'm going to end things here, and we'll take a break. I've got basketball tomorrow, but I'm going to try and get a recording out if I can when I get in from basketball, because I really want to get another Cataclysmal video out. People seem to have enjoyed it. And once I get that endless campaign finished, I can start working on something else. So at the moment I'm just working on one project at a time. I also need to go back and revisit Vintage Story, which I weirdly got burnt out on very quickly. I don't know why. I was enjoying it a lot, and then suddenly I was like, nope, don't want to touch this anymore. Anyway, I am rambling. I'm a rambling rambler who likes to ramble. That should be the name of a station. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to get some sleep. Thank you all so much, as always, for hanging out, talking to me, giving me ideas, keeping me right. You're my counsel, as far as I'm concerned, in this game, and I really appreciate your support. I hope you had a great stream. I hope you had a great time. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Ciao for now. You all rock. Never forget that. See you later. Bye.
The stars tonight, see that flash, that burning light. That's where heroes took their stand, with Earth's fate in their hands. 6 small ships against their might, prove that we know how to fight. But they're coming back with more, from the edges of our shore. Time to show them what we're for. Earth needs you now. Stand up, rise up. The line must be drawn. Step up. Burns beneath their rule. Moscow's next if we stay cool. But our ships are being born, ready for the coming storm. Need your hands, need your heart. Be the shield, take your part. They thought one ship was all we had, but wait until they see 100 monitors rising up, 1,000 crews set free. The fleet is calling. Are you ready? Humanity is rising. Are you ready? Your moment's here. Are you ready now? Earth needs you now. The fleet is calling. The line must be drawn. Your ships are waiting. From orbit to ground, we won't back down. Your world needs you now.
When they ask where you were, when humanity took to the stars, when we fought for our future, will you be able to say, I was there?
Join us, Defense Forces, today.